Okay, welcome to the RobRoy Report. We are shooting in the beautiful Iams Quarry area of the urban wilderness today. And we're going to have a guest star today, Andrea Block, and he'll be on later in the show. But right now we'll just start with my homework from the week, my observations. So anyway, I wanted to share with everybody a wonderful book I've been reading called The Five Love Languages. So check it out, guys. The Secret of Love That Lasts. We all know we need that, don't we? Check out that book when you get a chance, y'all. And also, I met the Beehive Design Collective. I don't know if you've heard of these guys, but these guys are incredible. They have created, they're out of Maine at 1 Elm Street. And here is a little booklet for their poster, which I'm going to unveil on the show today. Yeah, check this out. And so this beautiful work of art. Hey, Andre's here. Andre, could you help me with this real quick as I introduce you? Here, grab that. Yeah, and this is the scroll that has been created by the Beehive Collective. And here, close that front top part so they can see. Yep, there's two parts to this. You don't have to worry about the bottom. It's just kind of like a scroll. And so I recommend everybody go to the Beehive Collective and check out this amazing scroll of truth about the Mesoamerica experience and the Mesoamerica resist. And you can learn all about what the little animals in the show, all the little animals mean and stuff on the narrative. And here's a copy of the narrative. You can get it by going to the beehivecollective.org. So check it out, family. This year, if you go to welcomehome.org, you can check out what's happening with the Rainbow Family and see where the gathering is going to be this year through the 1st to the 7th of July. And I'd like to introduce our first guest and our main guest today, Andrea Block. Pleasure. Glad to have you on board. Welcome to the protest t-shirts. One of the things I wanted to share with you, this is coming from some amazing artists you'll see. Just going to randomly open up pages in the book. Not even looking at what I'm seeing, what you're all seeing. It's completely random. Whatever you all see, I didn't see it. I'll have to wait till the show's over. I peeked at that one. Okay, let's try to find the website for this place. Oh, and I wanted to turn you on to Borderland Tees, where you can get these t-shirts made locally and bring your ideas and designs down to Borderland Tees. And across the seas, I wanted to give a shout out to Angus Crabby for Trees for Scotland today. Trees for Scotland has got a unique relationship with Knoxville and Iams and Dogwood Arts Festival. We have 2 trees that are growing at the Royal Botanical Gardens in Edinburgh, and we have 2 trees growing at the Knoxville Botanical Gardens. So come and check out those trees when you're out bicycling around. And this is a gift that I want to give to Angus Crabby today called The Man Who Planted Trees. So Angus, when you see this, first episode of the RobRoy Report, this gift is for you. It'll be coming in the mail shortly. So check it out. Okay, I would like to introduce my guest today, who is a unique individual. He's one of the few individuals that I've met that are, I would call, the Millennial Bike Club. So anyway, it's called the Karma Ride, Riding to Be the Change. Andrea Block is the national volunteer and founder of this organization. So Andre, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you, RobRoy. How are you today, man?
Doing great.
Good.
So where's your bike ride starting and ending? And
my bike ride is starting in World's Fair Park right here in Knoxville, Tennessee, and we'll be ending in Venice Beach, California.
Venice Beach, California.
Yes, yes.
I love Venice Beach, California. So what inspired you to do this? What are you riding for?
Well, I'm riding to raise money for lupus.
Lupus?
Yes, and I will also be getting people to join me and experience some of the love that I experience when I'm out riding. Yes.
So you say you experience love while you're out riding?
Yes, I do. Yes,
How many rides have you done?
I've done one significant ride. I
One
will say.
significant
Yes.
ride. How far was that significant ride?
It was about 1,300 miles.
1,300 miles.
Yes,
Where'd you
sir.
start?
I started in Lynchburg, Virginia, and I traveled to St. Louis, Missouri to see my son.
Fantastic. Great reason to go for a bike ride.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was pretty awesome.
So how did you come to Knoxville?
I ended up, well, long story. That bicycle ride, though, where I went to see my son,
Yes.
I came all the way across Tennessee, and I had such a great time in Knoxville that I decided I'd come back and check it out for a little while.
Wow, we made an impression.
Yeah, maybe a little.
That's awesome. So let me ask you, what is the love that you're talking about on the ride? Because, you know, I just introduced the Book of Love, the 5 love languages.
Yes. Well, I'd love to tell you about it. Basically put, the ride changed my life. That trip from Lynchburg, Virginia to St. Louis, Missouri completely changed my life, and it changed my life because of the love. I kind of felt like every day I met the greatest people in America all over again. I don't want to get into too many stories.
No, I want to get into great stories. We got some time here. So we got a whole hour of the RobRoy Report show, and it's dedicated to you, Andre.
Awesome.
We want to capture your soul forever.
Awesome. That's cool, man. Well, yeah.
No rush here.
It started really rough. I didn't quite go on the path that I was planning to go on. But that was one of the most beautiful things that could have happened. It led me to talking to locals. It led me to talking to strangers, sharing my story. And the more I shared my story, the more love I experienced. When I got to Tennessee, oh my God. When I got to Tennessee, my ride completely changed. I think I used my tent twice the whole time I was in Tennessee, because every day I would meet someone else that would say, come and crash at our place. No worries, you know. So that's one of the things that made me fall in love with Tennessee. And every day I felt like I met the greatest person in the world again. It's something about going out doing these type of things to help someone else that generates love, and it like draws people to you. It draws the right people to you. So with that in mind, I want others to experience that with me. So when I go city to city, I want to grab people around in that city and get them just to hop on a bicycle with me. Come and meet some of the same people that I'll be meeting, and come and experience some of the same love that I'll be experiencing. And that's why I'm calling it the Karma Ride, because it'll just be a big circle of love. KarmaRide.org is the website you can go to. On KarmaRide.org, which is not completely developed yet.
Right.
I want to have bicycles available for donation.
Cool.
So if anyone see me coming through, see me on the news or whatever, that I'm coming through your town, you can get on KarmaRide.org and find out if there's a bicycle in your town available for donation. If so, of course, you can hop on it and ride around your town with me, or ride to the next town, or ride to Los Angeles with me, for that matter. You know, it's all fun. After the ride is over,
Apologize for all the car ride. We're just in a parking lot here at the Iams Quarry, so everybody don't mind the cars.
It's all good.
Keep going on.
Actually, I think that's your car. But after the ride is over, I plan to continue the bicycle donation. So if someone in their town needs a bicycle to make it to work, or for whatever reason, those bicycles are still available on KarmaRide.org.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Well, excellent. So people will be able to follow you on YouTube or on the website. So you're going to have different links on the website. How are you going to publish while you're on the road?
Basically, I'll be publishing on KarmaRide.org, as well as my Facebook.
You're going to carry your laptop with you? Or?
Yes, as well as my Facebook page. I'll have my laptop. I will have a GoPro camera provided to me by Borderland.
Sweet.
So we will have roughly 2,600 miles worth of time-lapse footage of this ride. Yes.
That's going to be hours and hours of fun editing.
Yes. Hopefully I'll have good friends like RobRoy to help me out with that.
I'm going to learn my editing skills here soon myself.
Understood. Yeah, I'm working on it.
So, Andre, tell me a little bit about who you are. I mean, where were you born? Who are you? Where'd you come from? I mean, Mars, alien? I mean,
I am a nobody that likes to help somebody, is what I like to say.
What's your astrological sign, Mr. Nobody?
I am a Leo.
You're a Leo.
Yes. But I'm from Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma to be exact.
Tulsa, Oklahoma?
Yes.
Oklahoma is a beautiful state.
I'm glad you see it that way. No, I'm kidding. Yes, it is.
I love those rolling fields, the flatness.
Yes.
Sunflowers everywhere.
That would be correct.
I'm a big sunflower buff.
Okay. All right. Sweet.
You know, we have sunflowers that grow here at the urban wilderness every year. Big fields like in
Wait a minute.
France.
I've seen those. I've seen a display in the middle of downtown at Crutch Park.
Yeah, the Labor Day.
Yes,
The Labor Day sunflower.
big display of the huge sunflowers. I've seen that.
Hey, I've often imagined having like a sunflower festival here in Knoxville, Tennessee during the blooming of the sunflowers. But that's another story.
Yeah.
So, who's your mom and dad? I mean,
Mom,
are they watching all this or?
Mom is definitely watching all of this. She kind of roots for me, and not silently most of the time. Yeah, she'll be watching the whole time. She lives in Dallas, Texas, and I think she may be surprising me and coming to Oklahoma as I come through Oklahoma. I'm not quite sure.
That'd be nice.
That would be. I'm not sure. We'll find out. It'd be a great part of the ride, though.
Hey, Oprah, can you hook a man up?
Come on, I need to hook up.
Oh, that's another story, Chicago.
Yeah.
So let me tell you, I've done some of these bike rides myself. I rode 1,000 miles, and I would go on this bike ride with you right now if I didn't have my daughter to take to school every day. But,
Understood.
I did 1,000 miles from Florida, all around Florida, the Florida coast.
Wow.
In a kilt for the homecoming of Scotland, which I thought was a lot of fun. The girls thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You know, guy in a kilt. Woo!
I can only imagine. I was thinking to myself, I would probably have to pass on the kilt, but the ride I'm with.
So you're planning a third ride that you're going to do from Los Angeles to Florida? No, that's the ride I want to
is going to
be
be an annual ride. It's something I'm going to
ride.
start doing every year. So next year's ride, I plan to be from Los Angeles to Florida, yes.
That's going to be awesome. Yes. Do you know where in Florida you want to land?
Not quite, not yet. I kind of want to see Naples really bad.
Naples is beautiful. I rode through Naples.
Did you?
I did. I learned a lot in Naples.
Huh.
Yeah, the Edison and also in Fort Myers, that area.
Okay.
Edison and Thomas Edison and Ford had homes on either side where they used to invent together.
Oh.
On McGregor Boulevard.
Oh, really?
I know, isn't that cool?
What a coincidence.
Do you ever find things like that with your name or your family's history? Do you find like these congruencies when you're on your bike rides? Can you tell us about some of that?
If I could think of one, I remember that feeling. But I can't remember an exact look. I would have to go through all my notes and everything to remember that. There's so many stories to be told from my bicycle trip that it's hard to keep up with them all sometimes.
Right.
One of the things that I did enjoy was the Civil War trails. Just experiencing being in the same area where so many things were developed. Yes. Of course, I wouldn't be free today if not for the Civil War. So those things were really touching to me.
So your family comes from a pre-Civil War history in America?
Don't we all?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I was feeling that way the other day. Just hanging out with some friends and noticing that Martin Luther's dream has come true.
It's coming.
It's happening.
Yes.
I mean, I was born after all that, all the riots and stuff like that. So I've only seen love.
Yes.
And I've never known the world before that. But my dad knew the world before love, and he was, troubled, to say the least. He doesn't like interracial marriages or anything like that. He's passed away now, so I'm sure in heaven he's gotten a real recalibration on the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's pretty much all about perspective. I've met someone recently that sees the world a different way. That thinks it's not all about love today, and that we're all going somewhere in a handbasket soon.
I hope not. I hope not. I want you to hang out with Will Smith, and I want to meet Will Smith when you get out to L.A. That's my dream for us. And Liam Neeson, get them all together in the same room and make a movie
That would be fun.
about the number 5.
About the number 5.
Yeah.
All right. I saw the movie 7. I guess.
That'd be really cool. So tell me more about your dad.
Dad has passed away.
Okay.
He was a Green Beret. He fought for our country. He's a pretty good guy. One of the most inspirational things in my life was, surprisingly, my dad's funeral. And it was because I didn't imagine how many people would come out and show their love and care for my dad. It was amazing. A little small church that I grew up in could not fit, literally, could not fit everyone that came to show love to my dad when he passed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where was this?
In Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Do you remember the name of the church?
Northside Christ Gospel, actually.
What is that again?
Northside Christ Gospel Church in Tulsa,
Northside
Oklahoma.
Christ Gospel Church.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, that's the church I grew up in, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
So you grew up in Tulsa from the age of what?
I was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, you were born in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yes.
So that's your peep.
Yeah. That's the hometown. That's
It's your hometown.
Yeah, I'll be stopping through there on the ride.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So now your son and his mother live in St. Louis together? Is that?
Yes, they live in St. Well, actually, he's at Truman State University.
Oh, so he's on his way.
Yes, and his mother still lives in St. Louis. Yes.
I went through St. Louis. I slept 3 nights there, and it was quite an experience.
Oh, so it was a place that kept you for 3 nights.
Yeah. St. Louis held me down for 3 days and 3 nights to take it in. It was quite an experience. That's just before my bike ride.
Knoxville helped me.
I think St. Louis is cool.
Knoxville helped me for a week and a half during my bicycle ride. Hence, I'm in Knoxville now. Yeah. It was a crazy situation. As I came through Bristol, I met an Italian family that pretty much took me in, man. They treated me so well. And I was so comfortable at their place that I went off and left my wallet on the bedside table of the spare bedroom. So when I got to Knoxville, I didn't even have a wallet in my pocket. For a week and a half, my wallet was sent back and forth to Bristol. I went to the wrong post office or this and that. For some reason, it kept going back for a whole week and a half. Well, that whole week and a half, I did not have a wallet, but I was well taken care of, and that says something about the love here in Knoxville, for sure.
That's something I notice on my bike rides too. Is you don't need money.
You really don't. You really don't. The main thing you need is motivation. You need motivation. You need confidence, and you need a good heart, and the rest will be taken care of.
And a smile like yours.
Well, thanks.
You've got a beautiful smile, Andrea.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
I expect to see it on TV and most posters in one.
I hope so. Yes.
But Andrea, I want to ask you some more questions about your bike ride and what you perceive is going to happen on this ride. Have you picked out the route that you're taking?
Roughly. Get to Route 66 and take Route 66 almost the whole way.
How are you going to connect with Route 66 from Knoxville?
That's the part I'm not positive on. One of the things that I've experienced during these bicycle rides is you find your best route by talking to locals. You can't plan out your best route on Google. Google don't tell you which road has shoulders, which roads don't have shoulders. But when you talk to locals, you get people involved. They're always happy to lend a hand, and sometimes happy to hop on a bicycle with you and show you the way. And that's the whole point of this ride, is building relationships, building that love between strangers. And so I plan to talk to locals and get that exact route from them. So right now I just kind of have an overview of a route.
So do you stop at bike shops and ask? Is that where you start your local connection with bike shops, or
Actually, bike shops are cool. Of course, I like to hit every one along my route, but strangers,
Strangers.
people who are
just random
random
people?
people. Yes, yes, it's the greatest.
Does it ever feel like there's a plan buried in that love that comes at you randomly, like you're like sensing some higher power?
Well, of course, yes. I always feel my higher power is along with me and definitely instrumental in my decision making when I'm not even conscious of it. But there's no plan.
No plan.
No, the plan is to go for it, and let life happen. If you make too many plans, I find in my life, they just get changed.
So you can get on a bike, no plan, no money, destination in your mind.
I don't know about
and
just no
go.
money at all. Now that's a little far. We're gonna take a few bucks, definitely. But faith. I will be riding on faith.
Riding on faith. Faith ride.
Yes.
That's going to be awesome, man. I'm proud of you. So I want to go backwards in time a little bit, and on your rides, your significant ride that you had.
Yes.
Can you tell me more about some of the stories or deeper experiences? What would you tell your son?
Well, I can probably share a couple stories that I shared with my son. Let's see. When I got to Chilhowie, Virginia, right at the edge of Virginia and Tennessee there, I met a couple kids that I spent 16 hours with fishing. These kids taught me things about fishing I didn't learn from my father. They were really cool kids. One of them was a really short little kid, but he was so smart, and he rode up on me on his bicycle. I'm sorry.
Right.
At the Family Dollar, and told me that his dad was really cool, and that he thought I should come and meet his dad. So I rode with him to go and meet his dad, and his dad offered me to camp at his place if I wanted to stay in Chilhowie for the night. And so I decided I would do that. By the time I made it to Chilhowie, I started realizing that I needed to slow down. I was trying to get too many miles too fast, and
How many miles were you doing a day?
It was random.
Random?
Yeah, random. My first day was 88 miles.
Wow, 88 miles.
Yes.
Yeah, you were pacing it.
That was way too many miles. By the time I made it to Chilhowie, it was more like if I made 40 miles today, I was happy.
Right. More relaxed pace.
Exactly. Yeah. So I slowed down on missing opportunities. I remember being in Elliston, Virginia, and I met a couple people, and they were like, "Man, we've got this event going on tonight, and you should really stick around so you can enjoy this event." And I was just too ready to get the miles under me, so I missed out on that opportunity.
And you don't even know what you missed.
And I have no idea what I missed.
Yeah, for real. So you're going to take your time and meet people along the way. And can we follow you in real time on these stories?
Not in real time. Well,
are you going to have a smartphone with you?
Pretty much I'll be posting. I'll be posting if something really significant happens right away.
Right.
However, for the most part, it'll be when I lie down for the night.
Okay.
That I go ahead and start working on those.
So it'll be more like a ride diary for us to follow, but we can follow it for like things that really catch our attention.
Yes, yes.
Like Facebook comes to my phone, so if you Facebooked.
Yeah,
a moment, I could follow you right there.
Exactly.
Live.
So as I meet people, we snap a picture. I'll be posting those to Facebook.
Sweet.
In those moments, people typically get on Facebook, they find me, and then they write part of their story and meeting me on that picture. And so that's kind of how the story gets out for the most part.
Cool.
But at the end of the night, I like to kind of capture the day.
Yes.
And write about it and post it on my Facebook.
So what kind of bike are you going to ride? Have you thought about that?
Yes, I have a Rally Super Course that was built for me by a guy named Gary Haynes. When I moved to Knoxville a couple years ago, I went to a bicycle collective, and I met this guy named Gary Haynes. He's a bicycle specialist, and I was riding a kind of rough bike, and he actually did a little bit of work on it for me. Well, when he got done with it, I took off down the road, and it felt really good. It probably felt better than I had ever felt it. So I got on it, and I'm really going, starting to pick my speed up, and I switched gears, and my derailleur went in my back tire. I went flipping, sliding down the middle of the road. And so I come back, walking the bike to the bicycle collective, and I got a little limp, and Gary's like, "Oh no, what happened?" Because he just worked on that bicycle for me, so he's feeling bad now.
Man.
He's like, "No," and I should have checked that, he said. And so he took the bicycle, he took it home. He really wanted to get it right for me, and he loaned me his bike. So I hopped on his bike, and I was amazed. I took that bicycle on a 40-mile trip that night. Riding through the night, it just felt so good. And the next day, I let him know how much I love that bicycle.
Right.
2 weeks later, Gary Haynes built me a bicycle, and that's the bicycle I'll be riding across the country.
So Gary Haynes built you a Raleigh
Supercourse.
Raleigh Supercourse. And can you describe that bike to us? I mean, what is a Raleigh Supercourse?
Well, it's what most people would consider.
Is it a hybrid?
No, it's what most people would consider a 10-speed.
A 10-speed.
Yes,
okay, so it's got street tires on it.
It has street tires, yes.
And you're not worried about going across the country on street tires?
No, not at all.
Wow.
Not at all.
You're a braver man than me.
Well, I do plan on getting some Michelin. Michelin has a 28-inch tire that will fit on my bicycle. That's a little wider than your typical 28-inch tire.
Right.
So I plan on using it. It's more of a hybrid style of tire. But yeah, I'm comfortable on my road bike for sure.
Right on.
Yes.
Right on. Have you done the urban wilderness trails here? Have you walked them or ridden them at all?
Funny you should ask
Here
that.
in Knoxville?
Funny you should ask that. Last night I was invited here, actually.
For the outdoor urban wilderness festival?
No.
Or what was it?
To meet someone who had just needed to talk to someone. They needed someone to talk to.
Oh,
and
cool.
So I had never been out to these trails.
Yes.
And I came on my road bike. Which is why my road bike is flat in the car right now.
Oh no! Tires are flat. No. Yes. You have to fix that.
Yes.
How many did you get? Many flat tires on the first significant ride you made?
As funny as it is, I changed one tire, not two. I changed one tire on my last trip. And it was not a tire on my bicycle. It was a tire on my trailer.
Really?
I had never changed an inner tube, and I never changed a tire on my bicycle trip the whole 1,300 miles.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. So
that just totally defies logic.
I know, right?
1,300 miles, you're gonna blow some tires,
I changed one tire. And that was
it wasn't even on your bike. It was on your trailer.
It was on the trailer. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. This time I plan on taking the trailer as well.
What can you carry with you?
Tent, sleeping bag, laptop, computer, telephone, way too much stuff. The laptop I sort of have to have so that I can keep people updated on videos.
Right.
Things like this video. The video thing is going to be so cool that I can't wait till it's over, to post some of the videos. I want people to be able to see that while I'm going.
What do you eat? What do you recommend for food when you're on a bike trip like that?
Grass, no.
Like a horse. Grazing like a horse.
That's kind of a hard question to answer because it's random. It's so random. I do like to take
we've got a phone call.
All right. Awesome.
Let's see what our caller wants to say. Okay. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Can you hear us? Hello, caller. Well, it's not working, guys, so we're going to have to work on this aspect of our show. We were going to have some callers call into the show, but it's not quite working yet, so we'll worry about that later. And we're going to go ahead and turn it off because it's pointless. But in future episodes, guys, we'll be able to take calls from callers and record that live. Or not live, but record the call during the show.
Yes.
And then we air the show later. So.
Yes. What's the deal with these chairs? Tell me about these chairs.
Oh, these are the Anywhere chair. Have you ever seen these things before?
I have not.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a box. You can use it as a trash can at the end of your event, and you push it down, it becomes a chair.
Oh, so this is awesome for a festival, right?
Yeah, it'd be cool. I mean, if you ever wanted to put a festival on, we got chairs, right?
Yeah.
I grabbed these because I thought they'd be perfect for, sitting out here in the field.
Yes,
Yeah.
they work out really well, like, they're outdoorsy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 225 pounds. I've seen a 350-pound man sit in one of these things, and for an hours, it's comfortable.
Pretty awesome.
Molds to you, actually, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I wish I could take these on my bike rides.
I did too.
Make it fold it up. Maybe we could figure out a way to fold up the chairs in a way that when you pop it open, it's like, ooh, I got a chair. That's a thought.
That's a thought.
Just a silly thought. Just a silly thought. So what do you want to do when you get to Los Angeles? Have you thought about what your plans are?
There is a guy named, I don't want to butcher his name. There's a guy in Los Angeles that has melanoma.
Melanoma?
I believe is the name of the disease, and he wants to do a bicycle ride for it.
Okay.
So I plan to meet up with him and see if we can organize that ride before I leave Los Angeles. But I've also got a couple friends from my hometown in Los Angeles, so it'll be fun to catch up with them. But honestly, once again, no plan.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm going to do in Los Angeles.
You have no idea what Los Angeles is going to bring you.
Yes. I kind of take life and run with it. I never know what's coming up next, and that's the beauty of life to me.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome. Well, I also wanted to explore some of your background as far as like travels, other travels you've done. Have you left the country before?
I have not.
You haven't left the country yet?
I have not, no.
Have you traveled to many states in the United States yet?
Yeah, I've pretty much been all over the United States. I can say that I've seen my share. I haven't seen enough yet, though.
So you've been a traveler before bicycling?
Yes, I travel and volunteer. I've been traveling and volunteering for about 4 or 5 years now. About 4 or 5 years ago, I dedicated my life to helping others, and now that's pretty much all I ever like to do is find somewhere to give my hands, somewhere to give my time, my ears, whatever I can give. Yeah.
That's quite noble, Andre.
Thank you.
We need more people like you.
Oh, man. I don't know about that. Too many people taking off and going without money,
I don't see a problem with that. I've done that a few times myself. Well, Andre, thank you for coming on to the show. I appreciate it.
I really appreciate it, man.
And I've got a couple more things I wanted to share with everybody. You're welcome to sit here. I want to talk a little bit more. There's a CD that I wanted to share from you and I went to the film festival. The Knoxville Film Festival.
Yes.
Where we had our picture taken at the red carpet together with Michael Samstag.
Yes.
Well, Michael Samstag invited us both to see the video with David Brazen.
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes. He was amazing.
The East Jerusalem, West Jerusalem experience, y'all. And Andre and I witnessed this together, and I want to hear your version of it.
Well, I only caught the end,
Right.
so I didn't get as much as you got, but what I caught was one of the most amazing guitarists I've ever experienced in my life.
Oh, so you caught the show at the end when he was playing.
Yes, and he was nuts.
And good? I mean, nuts meaning what's nuts
yes,
mean?
I'm always speaking of good. So
oh, okay.
He was nuts meaning good.
He was great.
Yes.
Like amazing.
He really was.
He had that Spanish style of playing, didn't he?
Yes. I felt like my fingernails were hurting, like watching him, like
just articulate that guitar.
It was great.
I saw the movie, and it was a documentary that he had created over 8 days. with his friend Issa, who is a Palestinian film director.
Okay.
And they started the film with on Jerusalem Day,
Okay.
which was a gathering of great conflict
Wow.
in Jerusalem between all the three factions. And so they've got a picture of the dome of the rock and behind them in backdrop with David and Issa talking about what they're doing and why they're doing it.
Yeah.
And they're sitting on Issa's 100-year-old family's homestead
Wow.
in Palestine. And I think that's East Jerusalem. If I got I get that mixed up, which is the Palestinian side and which is the
Yes.
Jewish side. And but they went into
Gives your viewers something to look at.
yeah,
you know,
so
it's
they
okay.
organized people from yeah, exactly. They organized people from all over to come together and record for 8 days in the oldest refugee camp in Jerusalem.
Oh wow. Wow.
In a studio. And they had hip hop artists, they had regular artists, Boza wrote songs. It was an incredible experience, and this was the product of that experience, this CD.
Awesome. Awesome. I'm going to have to check that out.
And it was signed by David Broza. And I don't know why, but the song, one of the principal songs was Key to Your Memory. So I thought that was interesting. Key to your memory, you know.
The keyhole.
Yeah.
Yes.
Key to your memory, you know.
I like
With
that.
David Broza.
Yes.
Yeah. So hopefully we can interview David Broza sometime and have you back on the show.
That would be great.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
That would
The
be.
three of us getting together.
Yes.
That'd be kind of cool. In here. Oh, here it is. I wanted to do a shout out for Scott West and
Nice.
Bernadette West.
Nice.
Scott West and Bernadette West have done so many fantastic things for downtown Knoxville. They have 3 stages with 90 bands a month, plus 100 songwriters and 40 comics every month. And they have brought so much culture to
Yes.
downtown. And they even did a local fringe during the Big Ears Festival. Which I thought was pretty cool. The Scott
Awesome.
West did the local fringe.
That's awesome.
It's very in sync with the Fringe Festival in Edinburgh, which we have a strong relationship with Knoxville. Which
Okay.
as I was telling the audience earlier about our relationship with Angus Crabby and the Fringe Festival and all our peeps over there, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother story we can get into later. But
I love Scott West. He's a great guy. Bernadette is really sweet. They have been a huge help for me as well. So I truly appreciate that.
So the West family has been supportive of your growth here in Knoxville.
Yes, they have. Yes,
That's
they have.
fantastic.
As well as the Karma Ride. Their places, lots of businesses in Knoxville has been very instrumental. But for now, it's about the West. So.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, when I was in Scotland at the homecoming in 2009 after my big 1,000-mile bike ride, I was invited to Edinburgh Castle with all the clans. And so we marched up the Royal Mile. I marched with the McGregors. And then as we got up there, I went into the gold seating area, and above me was the platinum section.
Huh.
And there was three sections in the platinum section. In the middle was the Scottish government.
Okay.
And then on the right was a family from Chicago. And then on the left was the Barron family, the West family.
Huh.
Which I thought was pretty cool because I've got a West in my family, and so I feel like a kindred spirit with
Yes.
with Scott West. But I don't know why I shared that with you. I'm not here to talk about myself. I'm here to talk about you, and something inspired me to say that.
It's all about sharing stories. Good relationships are built on good stories. I find sometimes, you know. Yes. So I love telling stories. I love listening to stories. So it's a good thing, you know.
Are you going to have a Karma Ride T-shirt that we can all get?
Yes, I am. Actually, Borderland Tees is going to be helping me out with that Karma Ride T-shirt.
Sweet.
Yes.
Sweet. Excellent. Because I want one.
All right. Yeah.
How much are they going to be?
We haven't finalized that yet. $15-20 probably.
Okay.
They will be available on karmaride.net as soon as that page is done being developed.
Okay, so people can go online and buy T-shirts. Can they just submit donations to you?
Yes. At karmaride.org, I'll have links to a third-party website.
Okay.
Which will be the Lupus Foundation of America's website.
Okay.
And they can donate there. Also, I will have a link to my crowdfunder if they would like to donate to me to help me make it across the country.
Well, let me ask you a question about lupus. I'm not real familiar with lupus as a disease, and this is educating me, actually.
Okay.
Can you tell me more about lupus itself and what the disease is?
Yes, lupus is an autoimmune disease. Basically, the best way that I explain it is you have a few confused cells. The cells in your body that are that typically fight off disease are confused, and so they sometimes fight organs, they fight skin, they fight the wrong things, and so it's painful because your cells are fighting you.
Oh, wow. So your defense cells.
Your defense cells
who should be protecting you from the disease.
Yes.
Don't recognize the disease, are confused, and start attacking your actual
different
body.
parts of your body. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And is there a cure for this, or is there a treatment for this?
That's what we're working on. That is exactly why we're raising money and building awareness.
Cool.
Yes.
Excellent. And what is the website for lupus?
The Lupus Foundation of America is one website you can go to and support, but there are tons.
Tons.
Yes.
So lupus has a broad body of support
yes.
as far as you can give to any organization that you want to.
Yes.
That's awesome. But your money that you're raising is going to the Lupus
Foundation of America.
And
it's going to the branch in Nashville.
The branch in Nashville.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Andre, it's been a pleasure interviewing you today.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure to be here.
I want to hear more of your stories off camera if you want to, But anyway.
There will be a few of those, yeah.
Awesome. And so anyway, I just wanted to congratulate you on your journey in advance.
So much.
And great blessings to you.
Thank you.
And be safe.
I will.
Be very safe out there. Okay?
I plan on you joining me next year.
Okay. It's a date.
All right.
That's the RobRoy Show with Andrea Block and the Karma Ride for Change. And thank you for tuning in. And it'll be a surprise who we have on the next show. So I love you guys. Peace out, and see you at the Rainbow Family Gatherings this year. WelcomeHome.org. Don't forget. Peace.